Good welcome to Mosnet Design. In the continuation of our 2-bedroom Terrace duplex executive that we were working on, in the last episode we were able to create this first floor, but the previous one we created the ground floor plan. Then we were able to, so in this particular one now we do the stairs and then every other functional aspect, like getting a rail of the building to become a terrace and what we want to do. So let's start objectively straight up. So I'm going to remove this particular one, so it's not, so that's why I say this can still take another twist, the plan, but let's just move on first. The landing of the stair will determine whatever we want to do. So this stair is a straightforward something. So you go to on architecture, then you click on the stair. So on the stair, what you don't need to do, you click on run or something like that. Just like create your own sketch and do it properly, so it will actually give you the freedom to decide whatsoever that is fitted to your taste. So now for what we want to do, we start with boundary. I want to create a boundary all around. So for a quick, just click that rectangle, do that on the position. So what you do next is the riser. So you use the riser, so I will encourage you to use this one. So what you do, this is the middle, right? Okay, so I want you to do something. After the riser, the middle is being known, you pick on the boundary again. So now you set the boundary to half. You just draw it this way, still going to let that go. Now the boundary with the inner boundary, because of the railing and every other thing that will come, so I want you to offset that by let's say 40. Just use 40 to offset that. So you offset 40 here and offset 40 here. Good. So delete this one. So the next thing you do is to adjust this one to stay here, then move this and delete it. So as you have done with that, now all you need to do next is now to offset this riser to the next. So the foot part on which you are going to use is 300. That is what you need to do as foot part. So you continue creating that, just so and just so. So as you have done with this now, so you should know that there's something that is not going to work here. The reason is simple. So I want to check the length, whether I'm going to leave it as landing. So I can't leave this one as landing, but I will leave the dimension temporarily. So I'll be able to adjust this one to 700. Now I'm not going to do landing stuff. So this one is going to come in form of a spiral looking stairs, so that we'll be able to go around and create the reflective aspect. So this is 750. So I'm going to check, adjust this one so I get to 7. Yes, so I will leave it like this, because when you look at it from the dimension to this, so you see 710. It's okay. It's going to be narrow, very narrow space, but it's still going to contain people, because this is a staircase for a family. So, and the population here of this house contains such, because actually somebody can come and another will go before in there. So just one will consider and move on to the next thing. So I'm going to delete this. No, don't delete, or delete it doesn't matter. So the next thing I do is that I will select this one. Now I will mirror it here. So I will look at the middle point. No, mirror with what? Mirror with copy. Sorry. So mirror with copy. If you don't do that, you will not get to the real idea. So boundary, then you finish the boundary here. Now what else do we need to do now? You can decide to leave it and check whether what you have created will work. Now look at it. Say how many risers are created? 6 risers created. There's only one side that is looking at. So the reason is that it's not joined, and it has not be joined together. So you can do that by running that one and see how far it flows before you conclude your riser. So let me quickly do that. I will come back and edit this. So what I do now is that I will select stair part. So I will start drawing. Let it go from here. So somewhere it should stay here. Come like this. So this is the parts that we follow. But if you do not put part there, it will not go. Now what is this? It said that 16 riser. Yes, 16 riser have been created, remains 0. So which means that the riser automatically almost complete. So you can leave it like this if you want to leave it like this, but for test it, So what did this say? Lighter has been created, but you see the type of the lighter you want. So this is not monolithic, which is something that I don't usually like. So you can't just come here and just select monolithic staircase and let it be like that. Click finish. So what did it say? There's something here that you need to understand, and that is when you need to bring temporary section so that you'll be able to see it through, whether this stair formed according to the way it should be. So here you toggle the opposites to flip, then you look at it from that flipping and say go to view. So definitely knows now the riser is almost touched, remaining one for it to touch. Now this is what you do. You can decide to break this into two for your whole sake. Let's go there, say edit this stair. So come here now and say double click so that you edit itself. Now you go to riser and you click on this. So riser, you start from middle, then you click it straight up. So you wait whether monolithic will accept it. If the monolithic accepts it for you, then it will stay. So it broke it for you to 2. Then you go back to that section and see whether for now it has met up with the landing. But see this what it formed. It formed like it formed a kind of step. So there's no landing here for sake. So if you can leave it that way, it's good. So that's the best aspect of which you can work on. And if it's not, you can decide to extend 1 foot ahead to this board, or you start 1 foot ahead of time because it's on the ground floor. So that by the time it's moving up, then you adjust that to the base. So this is the stair that we have done, and when you get to upstairs at the first floor, you are going to see there. Now let's close something here. At the ground floor we have this. So but the first floor we don't know where the wall stops. So what do? We go to level 2. Then we now go to underlay, then you say level 1. So now I want to create a single wall to cover this side up. So use it. Now I'm having this one in place, so I will come back later to do the justice to everything I want to do when we want to do when we are starting elevation. So we complete some of this by this. So now for what we have done here, now the stair is done, the arrangement is okay. So now we need the proper, how are we going to now make sure that we multiply this and the remaining 4 apartments are in place. So I will encourage you, what I will encourage you to do is that you use grid. So this is where the introduction of grid comes in place. So you use grid now to do that on the vertical level. So you can just select, say, grid line 1. It's beautiful. So from here now you can start duplicating your grid, but I will not encourage you to do that, but it's your choice. You can decide to say okay, offset grid. So depends on the way you enumerate your stuff, but I will just encourage you can pick on grid and say copy grid. So when you copy grid in multiple, just like extend it to this one. So all what you need to be doing is just that's the distance you want to go. So 6,000, another 6,000. So imagine, so you take it for this one is more faster and more better. So you have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you need to do the last one so that it will complete. So 6,000. So that's it. So you have this in place. So all you just need to do, go to 3D so that you'll be able to move everything at once. So you need to move them place by place from the. So you go to 3D, select 3D from here, and this is the 3D. So all you do now is to select every component that you have created. Let it be highlighted. Don't pick the one that you did not create. So don't select grid because the grid now is here. So you don't select grid, just rotate so that imagine you just only the base drawing that you created, that you brought to this that you are working on. You can do it from level 1, you can do it from level 2 since everything has been selected. So let's go there and do the work. So you click on copy. So you now be from one grid to another. Select from this grid. So this is everything is going to be placed. So those ones that are overshadow each other, you're going to remove them later. So they are working independently. So the reason is that there are wall upon wall. So like this, all the center wall, there are double lane wall. So I'm going to delete one. So you get what I'm saying. So if you delete this one, I see it go. So you're going to do that on every aspect, and all the lines that is selected, they will definitely go. Those are the line of so check this one. So this one is not. So when you select this, delete this line, it's no more needed. So delete this line too, and at this line, they are no more needed. So go to level 2. You do the same thing at level 2 as well. You will do the same thing at level 2. You can check see. So you see that we delete twice. So we do the same thing. So all this one is gone. So this is now the array of building that we have. It is now a complete. So almost done, and we are done with the plan module. How will I call it now? You can shift this one to side if you feel like shifting. Just click on the original part. So if you feel like shifting it, you can shift. That is left for you. But for me, I will just like stay here. And this is my front. This is the back or front. This is back. This is front. So we have this one in place now. So you can check the realistic view or shaded view so that you feel the routine. So what next we need to do now is to concentrate on elevation, create the roof, cover the building, and make sure the building starts going the way it's supposed to. But before we go, let us do the foundation part. So select this and see, select all instances in this view and delete this one. Select all instances. You get what I'm saying now? Select all instances in this view. So you say copy to clipboard, go to foundation. What I'm trying to do, let me quickly show you. What I'm trying to do is that I want to create foundation plate for this because there's no foundation there. It's just like floating, which is not good. So I've selected and I will say copy, just say align to the current view. So it's now higher than necessary. You know the level of foundation that I used to create. That's why I say when you are creating your own, what the way I create template to is definitely see them there. So I'm going to reduce it to 800 because the slab is 200 mm, which is big enough. So I'm going to do that. So select all the windows and say delete. Select all the windows in this view, delete them. Select all the doors that have the same type of property, delete them. Then select another one that have the same thing, select all, delete them. And the last part, select every door that look like that. So it shows that, so delete them. You can actually select everything by picking them out together. They're just like my own style of doing things, so I prefer it that way. So you should join this together, join this together, join this together, join this together. So the same thing you do here, join them together, let them have connection. So that's for the ground floor. Don't do that on the this is for the foundation. Don't do that on the ground floor. So everything is now connected and they are using the same so that is it. So this is how far we go on this tutorial. We started from this, so we got this done. We moved to this, we got this one done as well. Then this is how far we are now. So in the next tutorial, we now start the beautification and we will start modifying them one after the other. So what is it is, just take your time and go through everything one after the other. See you in the next tutorial. God bless you.